Good evening peeps and welcome back to my channel. This is my yearly roundup of the products that I have used all year and loved all year that I think are well worth your few bob if you're going to spend a few bob. So we're going to start, we're going to do this in the order that you would apply them. So the first thing you would apply is your primer. I have two, a high-end and a low-end primer. My low-end primer, it's like the Tatcha one. It's from e.l.f. It's their putty primer. It's kind of gloopy, but by Jesus does it do a good job on your skin. It's quite expensive. I can't remember how much it was off the top of my head, but I really have enjoyed using this. It's been a good buy. The next is my high-end primer, which is by Bare Minerals. It is the Prime Time. So I only have a small one. It's down to about there, down to about half full. Still use it, still love it. Okay, next we're moving on to complexion. Now, my high-end foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the colour Tawny. I have had this for ages. I've enjoyed it. I've used it. It is expensive. It's very long-lasting. Colour is okay. It's a little bit darker. Normally I wear it with a fake tan. Okay, sometimes if I'm wearing that, because my skin is profoundly dry, I will actually luminize it a bit. And for that, I use the True Match Lumi Lotion from L'Oreal. Love it. Great, mixed with this. Now, and you can mix it with my low-end option here, which is by Maybelline, and it's called the Dream Urban Cover Foundation. This is an excellent foundation. I was pleasantly surprised by this. It got some good reviews on YouTube here from the various gurus up here. I enjoy using this and use it quite regularly. With a light hand, lads, because a little goes a long way with this now. Next thing you would apply is your powder. No, I apologise, your concealer. I have two concealers for you. Neither of them are high-end because I'm afraid I haven't found a high-end one that beats any of these. That's the God's honest truth. This is Neutralizer. It is the Instant Age Rewind. It's the Instant Age Eraser Eye by Maybelline. This is absolutely brilliant. It's nearly gone. It's about time I invested in a new one. And the other one is the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. I have that in the colour Cafe au Lait. Now, I usually hoard that fella for when I am wearing a fake tan. If I'm fake tanned and I'm wearing a darker foundation, that's my brightening concealer, right? Throw him in the bag. Happy enough now with the foundations. Next is the powders. I have a low end and a high end. The low end is the Rimmel Match Perfection. It's a translucent powder. What colour is that? It's transparent. 0101. Very good. Really good powder. Do like it. It's quite cheap, less than €10. And then my favourite powder, and I have to say that this is the best I've found in a long time, is the Nakia Joy Cosmetics. I do use it, especially when I'm going out somewhere. I like to be sparing with it because it is quite expensive. It's high-end, in my opinion, and it's very good, and especially when you set your under eyes with it. Oh my God, your under eyes soft as a baby's little arse. Okay, so there's your powders. Now in the order I would apply them, we're going to move on to blush, bronzer and contour. And my low end for this, and I just would do as a blush as well, we have your bronzer, your highlighter, your contour. This is by Sleek. It's their contour palette in medium. Very well worth the money that I paid for it. I have it a long time. I still haven't hit pan on it. Now, the other two products I use for contouring and bronzing are, my low end is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And as you can see, I've hit pan on this. Fabulous. You think it's in light, you think this is very light, but you can actually build this up on your skin and it looks absolutely flawless. I really do like it. You just look like you have a natural sort of flush. Then next on my list is the Smashbox, which is the high-end one. It's the Smashbox Deep Matte Bronzer. I use that for contouring as well. It's more over if I'm wearing a slightly darker foundation and I've put a bit of soft tan on. Excellent bronzer. Really do like it, Smashbox. You headed out the park with that fella. Okay, now we are moving on to the eyebrows. Now for my eyebrows, I've brought in two products. One is high end, one is low end. The high end is the Precisely My Brow by Benefit. It's a skinny brow pencil, skinny anorexic brow pencil. I can't remember how much it costs, but it is quite expensive. It has a spoolie on one end as well as your little tip on the other. This is actually very good. Quick brow fix. Now the other thing, this I use the most, it's the Eyebrow Cake Powder, and there's a little bit of wax here. It's by NYX. This you can't get in Boots anymore. They've discontinued it. Buggers. I had to buy it on eBay, but it was cheap as chips on eBay. I have it a good while. Now we're moving on. I forgot about an extra highlighter I brought in. Lost track of myself here. Rodeo Drive from Ofra. And if you want a single high-end blush, Orgasm from NARS. Have them both a while now. They're in the box, right? So we've looked at our eyebrows. Now moving on to eyeshadow. Now the eyeshadow products. To prime my eyes, I use the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. It's a yellow toned, kills all of the blue coloration on your eyes. This stuff is expensive, but I can tell you now, it's worth every penny. I mean, it is worth every fucking penny, and it'll last me forever. I've had it months and I've barely put a dent into it. But if you do buy it, make sure you tie it up fairly tight, because they have a habit of drying out. Love that paint pot, right? So I put that under my eyeshadow. Then, if I'm doing my inside lower rim to brighten up my eyes, to give you a demonstration, you just take it and you just literally fill it the inner rim of your eyes. Will you see this? You see the difference? It completely brightens up your eyes. Not doing a great job because I'm not wearing my glasses and can't fucking see a bleeding thing. Okay, so we put my glasses back on so I can actually see what I'm looking at. Now, eyeshadow wise, I have a few little bits that I'm enjoying for eyes. First is a single eyeshadow by Burberry. I got this in TK Maxx for a tenner. That's because that was missing, but I love it. It's in the colour Almond. Absolutely love this. It's beautiful. It's really good on the eyes. Absolutely love it. So that is well used, well loved, but it would be expensive if you didn't get it in TK Maxx. Okay. Now the next thing is relatively new in my collection, but it has certainly made a dent of an impression. It's €15. Most drugstores these days are using this. It is the Revolution Makeup Sofx palette. It's got 24 ultra professional eyeshadows. Here it is opened. On my eyes at the moment, done very lightly, I have this one here in the crease and brought down slightly onto the lid. This is my highlight colour. And then this fella here, which is actually a glimmery, it's glittery eyeshadow, shimmer eyeshadow, that's tapped onto the lid with a finger. Absolutely love this palette. Great bargain. Okay. Now when I have that done, I will put on, always, eyeliner. I have two eyeliners, both of which are high-end. I don't have a drugstore eyeliner. I'm sorry, I'm not being a snob, but I just don't have one. I have Teddy by MAC, which I love. That's it. Dark brown, gorgeous colour. Can smudge it to do a smoky eye. And then if I want to do my winged eyeliner, which does happen on occasion, I have, let's see, the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper. That's it there. Great liner. Does a really nice job, lads. I really like that. Now for mascara, another little eye product I have for high end. The Sofx one, the glitter. This is from Dior. It's the Dior Shore Fusion, what's it called? Mono. Dior Shore Fusion Mono in Meteor. That is, I'll bring that up a bit close for you guys. That is absolutely fantastic. Gives the eyes a gorgeous glitter. Let's see if I can show you. It's on the back of my hand. See? Oh, fabulous. Be on me over the Christmas. And then lastly, for the eyes, we have mascara, and I am using the CoverGirl Supersizer Fibers Mascara. That's the mascara. That's the wand. Fantastic. Love it. And last is lips. Favourite lipstick is Very Victoria by Charlotte Tilbury. As you can see, I have made quite a dent in this. So it's on my lips at the moment. Love it. Have loved it since I bought it. It's expensive. And a lip gloss that actually you can use as a lip gloss is by NYX again. It's in the colour beige. Love this as well. This is actually a very, very nice lipstick, and it goes on quite sheer. And finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is my perfume that I really love. It's by Roberto Cavalli and it's called Just. And it smells absolutely gorgeous. The only issue I have with it is that it doesn't last on me. The lasting power of this perfume is just absolute crap. But, you know, you forgive these things because for the first couple of hours you've on you smell absolutely... If you have a man, he'd age you alive. Right, my friends, that is all a roundup of my yearly favourites. They're the products that I have used most, loved most, highly recommend each and every one. And I do think they are all worth your money. So I hope this helps some of you out. If it does, I'm happy to have obliged. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're watching this video, please consider subscribing. I'm as mad as a box of frogs. You'll have great crack with me. If you have subscribed already, thank you very much. You're very welcome to my little YouTube family. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And I will no doubt be back on here in the next few days with an eye tutorial. So have a lovely weekend. Have a Merry Christmas. God bless you all and love yous.